All right, my people, so we're back with another video. Again, we got the F2 M6 right here, and we're gonna put it to the test finally because we have the Ducati who has the service light that came out. So we're gonna try to turn it off. So here we go. Now, last time, if you watched the other videos, you would notice that this thing does talk to the bike. You're able to make those daylight running lights go off and all that, and a couple of other things you'll trigger with this baby. Plus, it's for a lot of other motorcycles, Harleys, Yamaha. It's wide. It's a wide range. But we're gonna test it on the 24 Super Sport 950S again and see if it turns off the service lights. So let's not waste time. Let's do it. All right, my people. So I'm gonna show you first right here. And as you are going to notice, we have the little service light on. And I'm pretty sure that y'all could see that. There's no way y'all could miss it, but just in case, if you are missing it, here we go. And let's make it nice and clear for y'all. Go put on them glasses. There you go. You see the service light? So we're gonna attempt to turn it off with this baby, all right? So, well, I'm not gonna go through the whole process because if you watched all the video, you'll have an idea where you gotta go, what you gotta press. And I believe this is lifetime updates, lifetime updates. You just have to get the file on their website, F2, and then you put it into the device and voila. So let's go on with it, my people. You know how it is. All right, so the device is on and I'm not gonna show you, I'm just gonna go into it. And I'm gonna attempt to shut it off and we'll see if it disappears. If there's anything interesting, then I will come and I'll show you right on the device. So let's go and see if we're able to shut the service light off. This is not the Desmo, it's just the service light. So I'm just on the machine looking for the Ducati. Okay. We don't need the VIN, we're gonna look for the model now. So you might be able to hear me clicking. We're gonna go down to Super Sport. And 950, there's only 950, there's no S on this one, but I think it's just about the same. 936, so we're gonna go 21 and up. Here we go. Bam, the ignition is on. Yep. The ignition is already on. Okay, picked up my VIN and everything. It's testing everything. And it's telling me it has a failure on the body control module and on the instrument cluster. So we're gonna go down to it. Instrument cluster and see what the errors are, which is most likely going to be the service maintenance. So we're going to go into service maintenance. Okay, you got the Desmo annual service warning light deactivation, key reset. There's even a key reset. No idea what it is. Mileage synchronization. I'm not going to go into the pin code reset. I don't know if it's going to, give me an error or anything. So I'm not going to try it with the bike. It gives me odometer, writing, things like that. So we're just interested in the service. So we're just going into the annual service. And let me just show you a little bit. And this is what I'm doing. This is what it looks. And I'm just going into the annual service. Okay, let's press F1. So this is what it gave me. And as you can see, the light is gone. So the light is gone. Now there's some things I need to add. So let me add it. New expiration date that will be stored for the annual service. Enter the correct deadline. Okay. So we're gonna put today's date and we're gonna put next year. F1. Press OK to continue. Cancel to insert the correct date. I already did. Input value. Press OK. So F1, and it's telling me that the application failed for some reason, as y'all can see. It's telling me that it failed, but it did turn off the light. So what I'm gonna do next is go into the bike and see what date it put into it, because it did reset it. At least we know that it did turn off the light, right? So what I want to see, and bear with me, is what's the date change on it now. So bear with me. We're going through it together. Hopefully you guys got a okay view, so now we just want to go and just see maintenance service. So it's showing me, oh, and it's funny that it said that it failed, but as y'all can see, it didn't fail. As y'all can see, it didn't fail. It wrote the date, annual service. You see it right there. So y'all can see right there, the annual service, 11/3/2026. So it did reset the annual service. Now the decimal, this device does have to shut it off, but we will try. We got like 400 miles, which I plan to put it in. So I don't know if it's at 9,500 miles more or at 9,500. And also the oil service is showing. So at that point, we will see if we need to change the oil and turn off the light. But I will change off the oil if it is at 9,350 miles, because I'm already at 9,200. We will see if this baby resets it, and I will write it down below in the description if he actually turned it off, or I'll make a new video. But the annual service, it did shut it off, and it added the new date, as you can see. So with that being said, my people, we know that the F2 M6 does shut off the annual service light. So that is a plus for me, my people. So thumbs up to the people at F2. And again, I'm gonna see if they're generous enough to allow me to somehow get the M7 to review it for you guys. Just so you can see the difference. It is definitely a difference, because this one is not bad as far as software, but hardware, basically, this is just like a hard plastic type of material. You know, it's not really the best, you know, just plastic. But the M7 seems to be a little more rugged and maybe might have some rubbery material. But we will see. Like I said, I'll ask them. And if they do offer it, I will review it for you guys. Until next time.